Today I'll be reviewing Petals of Reincarnation. This was a series many people were talking about early on, with its controversial character. In this series, people can awaken their talent of their past life. Now their characters are a reincarnation of good famous people in history, fighting against a reincarnation of the most evil and horrible people in history. The main character Toya has a special power of thief, and he plans to steal everyone's talent and become the strongest. So many people were talking about this controversial character that will appear, and then it turns out the character was just a side character that quickly died. What disappointment. My biggest concern for a premise like this was with Toya. The series made it pretty clear that Toya desires to be the strongest, no matter what he has to do, all to get back at the people who look down on him for not being as talented as his brother. Every time we see something like this, it ends up being a cliche scenario where the main character learns power or revenge isn't everything and will leave you empty. I had concerns it would be this cliche, but surprisingly, Toya really was serious about this in the beginning. He really did kill someone, and it was like, are we going to see a cool anti-hero protagonist now? And then end up being a cliche scenario where Toya realizes power isn't everything, and from that point on, it just ruined my interest in the series. Now Toya is just like all the other anime protagonists that wants to help people and save the world. What a disappointment. Besides the disappointing outcome, this series is pretty much just mindless action and cool fight scenes, which is actually fine. Not every series needs a deep plot. It was enjoyable seeing cool, unique abilities that the characters had. The fights actually felt intense because lots of characters died. It felt like a lot was at stake. When the series did try to have a plot twist, it did feel like a disaster in a way. It was like, oh, you thought this person was the main villain. It actually turned out to be this person. But then it actually turned out to be this person. It was trying too hard for the plot twist. It reminds me of Naruto Shippuden in that way. Toya was frustrating as a main character, like I said earlier. He could have been someone special, but he ended up just being another guy that wants to save the world. Haito was an intriguing, likable character with an interesting backstory. She brought much energy to the series, and he wanted to see if she can overcome her tragic past. The opening and the ending song for the series were okay. The music for the fight scenes was decent. The art style and the animation looked alright, but it was nothing special. This was just a fun series that you watch when you have nothing else to watch, and then you forget much of what happened months later. It was still decent to watch. I give this series a 5 out of 10.